Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brew built around Fynn the Fangbearer. This is back in standard. It is a 2-mana 1/3 with Deathtouch, and it says whenever a creature you control with Deathtouch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. So what we're trying to do here is basically play Deathtouch Tribal, all the good Deathtouch stuff in standard, along with the new Leyline Axe, which is actually very, very good in this deck. And the way that Leyline Axe interacts with creatures with Deathtouch is quite cool. Because if you don't know what happens when you have a creature that has Deathtouch and First Strike or Double Strike and Trample and +1/+1, which is nice, you basically get kind of an unstoppable creature that is very hard to block. And the combination of Leyline Axe and Fynn itself is quite good. So if you imagine that you have a Leyline Axe equipped to Fynn, Leyline Axe, if you don't know, it does. If you can start it in play if it's in your opener, and then 3 to equip, +1/+1, Double Strike and Trample. So Fynn would be a 2/4 with Double Strike and Trample, and so it would get its ability twice. If it hit your opponent at all, they would get 4 poison counters. Right? If they blocked with anything, it has Deathtouch and Double Strike, so assuming that the creature doesn't have First Strike itself, it would kill any creature in combat, and it would only need to assign 1 damage to that creature to kill it, because it has Deathtouch. And because it's Trample, it would trample over and hit your opponent. So no matter how many blockers they have, you wouldn't really be able to stop the Leyline Axe and Fynn the Fangbearer. I mean, if they had more than, they'd have to like triple block it basically to do any damage to Fynn. So that is just Fynn with Leyline Axe, and all the other creatures here kind of synergize well with Fynn and Leyline Axe as well, because creatures with Deathtouch, such as the Bilious Skulldweller, which works really nice with Fynn because it also has Toxic, so you can kind of do 3 Toxic to them if you go turn 1 Skulldweller, turn 2 Fynn. But let's say you put a Leyline Axe on the Skulldweller, that will also do double Toxic and will be extremely difficult, just like with Fynn, because it has Deathtouch and Double Strike and Trample. Almost impossible to block. Tinybones also pretty good. If you have Fynn, it will do an additional poison damage, but also you can get double triggers off of its damage ability here with Leyline Axe because it has Double Strike. So it can deal combat damage twice, essentially, and you could cast non-land permanents from your opponent's graveyard with twice with the Leyline Axe. Same thing with Glissa. Glissa already does have First Strike, but it does have a combat damage trigger here. And so if you give it Double Strike and Trample, you get to do the triggers twice if it hits your opponents twice. So that's really powerful, obviously. And also the Unstoppable Slasher, very, very good with Double Strike and Trample. If this hits your opponent, it is a 3/4 Double Strike Trample with this ability that triggers twice. So the first one will do 3 to them, right? Say if they're at 20. And then they'll go down to 8, and then the next one will do another 3 to 5, and then they'll go down to 2, I believe. So it does essentially 18 damage if you have these 2 cards. And then if you have Fynn, it does additional poison damage as well. So that's the idea here. Preacher the Schism, also pretty good Deathtoucher to have around and wants you to attack, so having an axe equipped to it is nice. Doesn't double the triggers because it's just an attack trigger. But that is also nice to get this ability. Shelly has Deathtouch, so that's what we're playing that. And trying out the Axebane Ferox. I never really played this card. We'll see if it's any good. It does have Deathtouch, so it will be nice to have that boosted by giving it poison, or also pretty good with a Leyline Axe equipped to it because of the Deathtouch. So that is the idea of the deck. Have some Llanowar Elves because we've got a lot of really good 3-drops here. So if you can go turn 1 Llanowar Elves into a powerful 3-drop, go for the throat, couple removal. The cottage is kind of nice just to have a creature land. Pretty basic mana base here. And that is basically the deck. Let's jump into some games and see it in action. Alright, Fynn, Leyline Axe, combo, Deathtouch, Tribal. This hand looks good. I think I'll lead with the Elf here. Get the Glissa going. Have these as backups. Okay, turn to Glissa. Pretty good. Can't complain about that. If they have an answer, go for the throat, unsummon. Founding, okay. Some sort of graveyard deck, most likely. Anoint, there it goes. There's a slasher. We'll play. Let's see, we'll play this. We'll play the Skulldweller. Alright. Got our guys down. Wouldn't mind drawing a Leyline Axe or a Fynn here. Both would be pretty cool. See if they have another answer. Build over a Serum Snare. Looks like this is a poison counter deck. Just of a different kind. Interesting. There's another Glissa. Nice. Okay. So we have enough mana to play all of those. We'll just swing with the team here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get them down to 8 here. And I'm not going to play around any board sweeper or anything like that. Okay. And play out the Skulldweller. Get to flashback something if they want. Anoint, probably. Take out the slasher. It's fine. Alright, well, keep swinging. 5 life and 3 poison. Surveil, sure. So we'll see if we end this game with poison or with... okay, so I think we'll swing everything. Draw another card. Ooh, that would have been good to have. Pre-combat. Down to 1. And then, yeah, we'll just play it out. Alright, got there just with the beatdowns. Very nice. Alright, Fynn Axe combo, and yeah, this hand looks like a keeper. Got the axe in the opener, and elf. Could equip the axe to the elf, but I don't think we're going to do that. We'll just run out the Fynn here. See if they kill the, yeah. Alright, that's a good... We wanted them to kill that. Overall, that's probably good here. Okay, I got Fynn. We can equip up this axe to it. Kind of works out. Maybe we'll just go for the throw this, though. If we equip the axe, we can attack and try to get... But they can just... I can also block, because they both will have first strike, so I think it's just better. It's out. And attack. And now, if we equip this, it'll get them... let's see if they take out... Yeah, let's get a Fynn, okay. Unfortunately, didn't draw the double green here, but... Okay, we'll go for the slasher. Slasher should be pretty good against this, unless they have exile removal. Let's see what they got. No. Okay. Oh, there's a green source. Alright, we'll go for the whip. And the swing. A lot of damage here. And then puts him down to, what, 2? Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good combo. Alright, well, we have a go for the throw for that. And I have this, but I think we just... This has trample. Yeah, we'll just go here. And attack for the win. Nice! On to the next one. Alright, Fynn, Leyline Axe combo. Oh wow, this hand is pretty darn good. We are on the draw, I think. So that is unfortunate, but doesn't get much better than this. Just gonna go for potential turn 3 kill if this all lines up the way we want it to. Yep. You can see... Oh, they're going to Soul Partition the Axe. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's going to be expensive to recast, but we do have the Fynn here on turn 2. So it's going to be a good hit for 3 poison. Really put them in a difficult spot here. Alright, we swing with the team here. Helix on the Fynn, sure. Okay, 4 poison. And go for the Glissa here. Possibly get a 6 mana for this axe. We have 5 lands. Okay. Let's see. We'll swing both. Okay. Dead. See if they have an answer to this. So basically it's just been all removal. Removal tribal. Tough matchup. Okay. Play forest, play Llanowar Elves. Tinybones. Okay, there's a talent. Sure. Okay, there's a Skulldweller. What do we want to do? Do we want to play this axe or do we want to play this out? I think we want to play the axe. So let's swing here and here. See what they have. They have another Helix. No. Okay, play a land. Play the axe. I think this just will let me get through chump blockers if they have... Oh, it's gonna Soul Partition it again, okay. Cost 6 again, okay. If they have like some tokens. Another caretaker's talent, interesting. Okay, what's this last? Lightning Helix on the... Okay. That's interesting. Okay, attack. And play out my guys. So they're up to 7 poison here. And yeah. Alright, GG. Alright, Fynn, Leyline Axe combo on the draw. This hand is pretty good. Got the Skulldweller into Fynn. Combo. Okay, up against mono red. Against mono red, do we want to just play out the Tinybones? Do we want to try to race them? No, let's just play this. Hard to say. Yep, shock. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I might have wanted to play the Tinybones, because I had a feeling either one was going to die, but let's see, maybe they won't have an answer to the Fynn. I think I'm okay with trading it off as well if they attack. So they're going to... They have a Monstrous Rage. This trades with the Monstrous Rage and the creature, so I think I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that trade. Yep, they will hit me for some damage, but it is a 2-for-1 for me, so can't complain, I suppose. Alright, we'll go Tinybones, go Cottage, and then we got our Ferox here. Isn't the best on defense, but it's okay. Tinybones down. I think it'll have to do as our... That's a lot of lands. Wow. Wish it was a Shelly. But that's okay. I don't think we're going to try to race. Just hold here. And I can swing with the Cottage next turn. And again, I'm fine. Just blocking. It'll be a 2-for-1. I guess they get their guy back here. Or they get a Manifest Strat anyways. But I think that's okay. Hero. Wow, that is a lot of lands. Okay, I guess I just attack to make a food? I don't know. I think I just hold here. I guess I hold on defense. It's essentially, if I can trade with one of these, it's saving me 3 life anyways, so... Screaming Nemesis, yikes, okay. That's a problem. But I will effectively trade for it. We'll see if they have another thing here. Burst Lightning, yep. Okay. That dies. I take 4. Oh my gosh. Well, you're not going to win when you just draw 4 spells and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's a slasher. Maybe they'll just only draw lands too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands and 5 non-lands. Well, I'm just going to throw that away for a damage and then Lightning Strike. Okay, no, another hero. Ooh, there's a Leyline Axe. Actually, equip this. I think I'm gonna just do this and put them on a 2-turn clock. I don't know. Yep. I mean, if they have anything, they kill me. But if they have anything, I'm just dead anyway, so... Like a shock, a pump spell, a haste creature. They just have to draw runner lands for me to have a chance, so... I'm going to just try to end it as soon as possible. Well... Yeah, Slasher plus Axe puts them to 2 life. Good game. Does that mean I win? Wow. Didn't think I was going to win this one. Jeez. Complaining about the lands earlier, but still got there. Alright, on the draw. Fynn Leyline Axe combo here. This hand looks pretty good. Give it a shot. Ooh, that's the worst. One of the worst cards to just draw off the top, unfortunately, but still can hard cast it, perhaps. Let's see what they do. Okay, gonna give us the mana here. Oh, interesting. So we could go Fynn plus Tinybones, or we could do a 3-drop here. Kind of looks like they're holding up a counterspell. So maybe we just do our 2 weaker cards to try to play around a counterspell. Okay, that was not a counterspell, but that's also fine. Deduce, okay, Fynn. This also puts a pretty good clock on them. But we'll see. Blue-white control, maybe? Some sort of... Hopefully they don't have like a temporary lockdown. Okay, no temporary lockdown. Let's attack with these. Let's see what they do. Soul Partition. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna exile that. Take the 1. And I think we just want to play like Slasher here. But they do have exile-based removal. Sure. Play around like a Wrath of God effect here. Day Judgment. Still hope they don't have Day Judgment, but they could. Okay, there's a land. So 4 mana to work with here. We try to play this Fynn again? Maybe. I don't hate that play. Let's see, they could fire this up, I suppose, to try to trade. I guess I'm okay if they trade. If they trade that for the Tinybones, I think that's fine. Try to play this Fynn again. Just wanna threaten as much poison as we can this turn. See what they got. Opponent on the rope. Okay. That resolves. Swing here. Okay. Gonna take it and get 4 poison. Tracks the clue. So this is threatening poison kill next turn. There is the Sunfall, sure. Alright, Preacher to restart, I think. Yep, Sunfall, very good against this. Okay, so Preacher is going to attack. Potentially. We'll draw a card. Okay, that's a Glissa. Not bad. Sure. Incubator. Token. Can't go for the throw of this because it's an artifact. But I'm fine if they trade. Fine with this trade, sure. And I think I'll drop this Glissa now. See what they got. Okay, Spellgire, sure. Interesting one. 4 mana counterspell. Okay, there's Shelly. That gives me some reason to maybe play the Llanowar Elves. Yeah, the Tinybones here. Let's play the Preacher. Use all our mana here. We're so constrained on mana. I just kind of want to use it all, but I could see a argument for that play. Silver Scrutiny, leaving up 2 mana? Interesting. Seems like they could have just drawn 2 more cards, but didn't. Union, sure. Okay. Alright, go to combat here. Still have only hit 3 lands, which is surprising. It'll let us, sure. Let's draw a card here, which is good. Maybe hit a land. Wow. Did not. Okay. Going for the slasher. Okay, counter that. Opponent's gonna fire up the anchorage, sure. Yep. Gonna map on the token. Might have Jace. Okay, sure. There's a Fynn. So we can only do fleet with Tinybones here. And Fynn. Okay. So we'll see what they got. There's a temporary lockdown. So counterspell, removal, counterspell, card draw, counterspell, removal, counterspell, card draw. Everyone's favorite matchup. Didn't play the Jace. Interesting. Definitely seems like they're holding another counter spell then. Didn't attack here. I kind of don't mind if they counter this Shelly, to be honest, because like if I played a Llanowar Elves, I might just not counter it. Yeah, it's fine. Trying to get them to use all their counter spells. Okay, well that's stuck. Okay. Take that out. Take action. Forest. Was this during combat? Get lost. Okay. It was. That was weird that they did that. I can play my elf now, which is kind of nice. Alright, going to go for the anchorage again. Down to 13. And mapped on there. Get lost on top. Okay, I think we'll go for a map here. Be good if they can try to get them to get lost. I don't think I want Tinybones, do I? Probably not. 1, 2, 3. Can still play the axe or the Shelly. Go here. Assuming they don't have an answer here. This isn't great either. Although, wait, how much toxic do they have? They have 4? I can find something better. And then could attack for 3. Never get lost. Split axe. Be good if we could get them to play, get lost on something else. We'll see. Not looking good, obviously. Well, I can thin my deck. That's actually kind of good. Sure. I think they just want some colored sources themselves, probably thinning their own deck. Fine. Weird that they didn't play the Jace, though. But yeah, definitely pretty far behind. Don't think I'm going to win this one, but... Alright, down to 9. Let's see what they got. So they didn't draw the Get Lost. That's interesting too. Okay. So they technically could attack for 6 next turn. Could hold up the Go for the Throat. I think we're locked down just to get rid of my elf. Okay. Interesting. Well, I think we gotta stick to Shelly. Or try to. I don't think holding up Go for the Throat is gonna be a winning play here. Alright, no answer to the Shelly. At least in their hand immediately, but there is a Day Judgment. Okay. Okay, didn't activate. Here's another axe. Sadly. No creature. Just Day of Judgment, get lost. I wonder if their only win condition is their land. Or Jace, I guess. Mill me with Jace. It's the most fun to play against. Alright. Silver Scrutiny. Land. Oh. We got a Slasher. I'll just pass here. Sure. Okay. Fire up the anchorage. Now, do I take this out? Sure. Take it out. Alright, well, we're not going to go for it. So, here we go. Into... Nice. Alright. Very good. Blue. Alright, well, I'll just call this one. Hello, and welcome back to the wrap-up for the Fynn Leyline Axe combo here. This was a pretty good one. Definitely one more than I lost, which is always a good sign. Some just really quality cards you can play with this strategy of Fynn. A lot of really good Deathtouchers, the Preacher. Slasher, Glissa, Shelly are obviously pretty well played cards in Standard and work really well with Leyline Axe and Fynn. So definitely a good one you can play, of course, Llanowar Elves. In this one, yeah, pretty good one. Not sure if I would even make any changes. I felt like it performed pretty well against the decks that I thought maybe the Feroxes aren't that good, probably the worst card Here you could just play some more Shellies, some more Preachers, maybe some more removal. Go for the throats, cut downs, things like that. Maybe even a Deep Cavern Bat if you wanted to have some more disruption against sweepers. I think, the one game I did lose was against that blue-white control deck, which was, just having so much removal and sweepers was just, pretty hard to beat with this type of deck. So wouldn't really expect to beat that type of deck, but it did perform well against other decks. And blue-white is not like a super heavily played deck in standard best of one. So yeah, I was definitely impressed with the deck. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. I did realize too there is even a turn 3 kill with this deck, which is kind of cool. If you go the Skulldweller into Fynn, attack for 3 poison, essentially. If you had the Leyline Axe in your opening hand, turn 3, you could then equip the Skulldweller, which would then do 6 additional poison, and Fynn itself would do 2, so that would be 11 poison on turn 3. If you had a Leyline Axe, if you had these 3 cards. So that's pretty cool that this deck could kill on turn 3, but also has some staying potential, I'd say, in the later games with some of the card draw that you have going on here. All right, well, again, let me know in the comments what you think about the deck, any cool brews that you're making in Foundation Standard. Appreciate you watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.